Hello lovelies, it's good to be back here. I'm so excited. In today's video, we are doing a quick review of 2020. I hope you are ready for it. I won't sit here and say 2020 has been an easy year. It hasn't been an easy year. It's been a year filled with a lot of battles to fight, which I would say I won some, lost some, but no problem. It's good to learn from mistakes and past experiences that aren't good, so you can move on to the new chapter. But in a nutshell, it was amazing. It was fantastic. So many things that I didn't expect I could do, I was able to do. It is very essential to do a review of the previous year so we can see places where we have gone wrong, we could do better, where we won, where we lost, and what we can do to improve it. So the number one thing I want us to do in our review is to first look at the accomplishments and the highlights of 2020. What were your accomplishments? What were the excitement? What were the good things that happened? What were the magical moments for you? My magical moments, they are numerous. There are so many. My magical moments were moments where I was able to keep my employees, paid, even though COVID-19 hit and so many big businesses were closing and laying off employees. I was able to keep my employees working and earning their salaries, and I have to say, it's a highlight. It's a great highlight to me. It's an accomplishment. Another accomplishment I would say is starting this YouTube channel. I had no idea what was going to happen, but I just started it anyway. I started this channel without any subscribers to my channel. I opened this particular email around 2000 something, 12, 13, I'm not sure, but then I never used it. But in 2020, due to COVID, I realized I could do more. I'm a public speaker. I do a lot of speaking engagements at places, but when COVID hit and lockdown came in, I realized I could use my talents and my skills in a different way. So I decided to go online, just read about how to, start a YouTube channel and grow it. I started this channel around August, and till now, I've gotten over 200 subscribers. I want to say a very big thank you to you. You are giving me the encouragement. You are inspiring me to keep going on, because sometimes it's very, very difficult, but this is a great highlight to me. And this YouTube channel also required me to learn a new skill, which I learned. I had to record my videos and edit them on my own. Every single video on this channel was recorded and edited myself. So if you go back and look at the previous videos, you would see that the quality of the videos were not as good as it is now, and I'm still learning. So one of the things and the highlight for me is the ability to learn new skills and actually not just learn them but use them, and I'm so proud of myself for that. Another highlight for me was when COVID hit. Life was tough, everything was difficult, but my team and I decided to start thinking, what can we do to help save people's lives and save the situation? A lot of people were in rural communities, and some did not even hear about COVID, some heard about it, but it was just not good enough information. So my team and I decided to start sewing face masks and selling some, and then using the profits to sew face masks, which we donated to rural communities where they are most needed. And we also made hand washing liquid soap, and we donated over 4,000 pieces of face masks, and then we sold over 6,000 pieces. So as we sold, we were able to use the profit to sew and then distribute for free. So that's a great highlight for me. Helping battle COVID was a great highlight, something that I appreciate so much, and it's always part of my heart, and I always want to give back. So it was just fantastic for me. These are my highlights. What are your highlights? You can share your highlights with me in the comments below as we go on. And if you are new here, hey, my name is Rita Siao. I am an author, an educator, a public speaker, and the founder of a non-profit called Feminine Star Africa, where we empower young women to, live their dreams. Second thing I want us to look at are the challenges that we faced in 2020 and battled them. What are some of the challenges? For me, the challenges were enormous, because I run a non-profit organization where we depend mostly on fundraising, we depend mostly on donations from people, and donations were not coming because of COVID, and a lot of things halted. Some of our programs and projects that we do in schools, high schools, junior high schools were halted. So it was difficult. Those were the challenges. Another challenge, which is more personal, is, having to stay a long distance away from my partner, going through COVID over 8 months. We've been apart, just depending on phone calls and text messages and WhatsApp video calls, and it was really tough. In the midst of this challenge, I was able to turn these challenges into strengths. Actually, how did I do that? Number one, when it comes to our programs which we used to do in schools, which has been scrapped off, my team and I sat together and then we decided to rather start a radio show which could reach a huge and bigger number of students who are home waiting and expecting, so that we don't just cover the schools we used to go or we would have been going, but cover quite a bigger number of students who are all stuck home looking for some way or a means to learn. That was one thing we did. Another thing that I had to do about the financial aspect was trying to start this sewing of the nose mask and other petty things, to be able to raise funds. And then I have to say honestly, I kind of had to give more of myself. What I had saved and hoping that it would be used for my personal stuff, I had to give it out so other people can be happy and other people can be supported. That was how come my team was so sustained throughout the storms. We were able to work together and keep pushing through, even though the storm was so difficult and so draining. My question now is, what are some of the challenges you faced? I want you to write down these challenges, list these challenges down, and also begin to look at it in a different viewpoint. Were you able to battle these challenges in a way? Tap yourself on the shoulder and say, hey, you did well. We all did well. To be able to go through 2020 and all the battles we had to fight and be here today, you should be so proud of yourself and so excited to be here. Third thing I want us to look at is, what are you proud of yourself for in 2020? What are you proud of yourself for? I am so proud of myself for starting this YouTube channel. I'm so proud of myself for doing this. I had no skill in videography. I had no skill in video editing, but I just had to take the chance and do it anyway. So I had to start all the learning processes and picking up skills here and there. I'm so proud of myself to be able to have 200 and more of you subscribing to this channel and helping this channel grow. Proud of myself, but thankful to you who have subscribed and who have joined this amazing family as we learn together and grow together. The fourth thing I want us to look at is, what have you learned in 2020? In 2020, I have learned so much. I have learned, number one, that life is not static. Don't make plans without making provision for unforeseen occurrences. Unforeseen occurrences would happen, like COVID. We were not expecting it, but it just hit. And all of a sudden, life came to a standstill. So many people were in tight situations, very difficult situations, because there was no preparation and there was no room created for unforeseen occurrences. So I have learned in 2020 that I have to plan, yes, for 2021, but I have to create more room for unforeseen occurrences, which are things that I may not have power over. 2020 has passed, but 2021, I have no idea what's going to happen. So even though I'm planning for 2021, I'm also going to make room for unforeseen occurrences that may be happening, so that I am not taken by surprise and don't feel broken when these situations happen. That's the sort of mindset I want to embrace 2021 with, and just appreciate, just be calm, just be relaxed, more like thankful, have that attitude of appreciation of every single thing that comes my way. What doesn't come my way, I let it go. So I'm not going to push myself too much to achieve a lot, but I'm just going to be more of a relaxed person, letting life go on just as it's going. Let life flow. And where I have to be serious, I be serious. Where I have to relax and just enjoy the moment, I'm going to relax and just enjoy the moment. Another thing I've also learned is we are more connected than we think. When COVID hit, I realized that every single thing that happens to somebody affects another person. That is what COVID had taught me. The spread of the virus, how humanity came, to its best, showing empathy, sympathy, and supporting each other. I realized we are more connected to each other than we all think. So that connectivity, I have learned to stay more connected with friends and families. I've learned to love beyond every limit without looking at color or anything, ethnicity or whatever. I am just going to love boundlessly. Whoever I come across, I'll show them the best of respect, treat them humanly, treat them with love and appreciation just as they are. When I can, I would help them overcome their weaknesses if they are willing to learn. But if they are not, I'll just let them, move on until they get to the point where they're able to learn for themselves. I'm not going to push anybody at all. But where I realize that what you are doing might affect me as an individual person or my business or my work, I would just, let you go. I would not have any grudge with you, but I would just let you go so you can, have the freedom to do your own things. Another thing I've learned is to grow at my own pace. I'm not going to compare my life to anybody's life. I'm not going to play this comparison game where I feel like I am not doing enough, I am not good enough, I am not going to play that game. I have learned to appreciate myself just as I am, and I know that God's plan for me is not somebody else's plan for me. And God's plan for me is the very best of all plans. So even though I'm making my personal plan, I'm also making room for God to operate in my life, guide me to what is important and what is precious. Okay, so I am just going to live my life at my own pace and at the pace of God's plans and His measures and His goodness which He has prepared for me. Just be more open-minded, open-hearted to receive everything He has in store for me as I give out more of me to help other people. So that's how I'm going to live. I'm not going to leave setting any limits for myself. I'm not going to leave 2021 setting any limitations for myself. I'm not going to live in 2021 comparing my life to other people and feeling uncomfortable or feeling unaccomplished, because I know that I have so much more and I am a lot more than I imagined. So I'm not going to set any limitation on my life. What have you learned in 2020 and how are you going to use those learnings to improve your life in 2021? That is my question for you. You can leave your response in the comments, or as you are going to sit down there to do your review, make sure you give answers to all these questions that I am asking, and I know it is going to help you. Number 5 thing I want us to take a look at is, what are you grateful for in 2020? I am grateful for life, to be alive, have the breath of life flowing in me, that I am still among the living, that I'm not dead and gone and long forgotten. I'm so thankful for life. I'm so thankful that I get the chance to live a better life again. I get the chance to be a better person. Number 2 thing I'm grateful for is family. I'm so excited because 2020 has presented me with the opportunity to move from Ghana to join my husband in the UK, and I'm so excited and thankful for that. I mean, being here, finally I feel like I'm really married. Because those days and those years, he just come visit for 2 weeks, 3 weeks, and then he leaves. But now you wake up each morning with a kiss on your cheek, you go to bed, and he's the last person you see. You share, the moments, laughters, and sometimes he warms my blanket. I get the full package. He warms my blanket before I come to sleep. Those little things are the things that I appreciate so much more. And to be here with him is one of the things I'm so thankful for. I'm thankful for my families back home, his family. I'm so thankful to have such an amazing family who is so supportive of us and not, defining what they want us to do or when they want us to do what, but they just leave us to just enjoy life as married couples, and that's the most important thing to me. And the final thing I'm thankful for is to have such amazing friends and families as you who have subscribed to my channel, you who is following and picking a few things, learning from here and there. 2021, I want to have a more closer relationship with you, so I'm going to be producing content that is going to impact your life, content that would make it easy for us to connect more with each other. So be looking out for that. I believe 2021 is going to be an amazing year. Thank you so much, lovelies, for your time. If you are new here, I encourage you to subscribe to this channel. Don't forget to click on the notification bell so that you would be notified anytime a video is up. Thank you so much for your time. Do subscribe to this channel, and I will see you in my next video. Bye.